Oh, I am live? Well, I was going to have to click it again for a minute there. Oh, fuck, today's been a busy past few days lately. Today's the last day of my vacation. I have to go back to work tomorrow, unfortunately. But yeah, all sorts of stuff's going on. We got a fucking Nintendo World Championship cart without a label on some auction site. The current bid's like 160 grand. Who knows what it, I'm going to look it up and see what it is now. Golden.co. Like, I gotta look this shit up. Nintendo World. Up still 160,000. So yeah, if anybody wants a damn 27 bids, well, I guess so. That makes sense. So yeah, if anybody wants a Nintendo World Championship cartridge with no fucking label, just go there. Albert was telling me about that. And of course the goofball from Minnesota is live right now. Hey, Albo, I was talking about the gold cart.
Oh, good. I can't believe it's at 160 now.
Here, I'll put it up on the so we can look at it. Hold on a minute.
I mean, I can't believe it. What do you think he's going to land at?
It's still got 18 days left, so who knows? Probably over.
I say over 200K.
Yeah, here it is now. Right now, it's at 160,000. Yep. So it's got 27 bids too.
It's night and day. Like what a place like Golden gets you. There might be a 20% commission, but regardless, you're going to get your shit sold. Like, you're going to get the price, the market value that you want. eBay, it's fine for a $20 cart. For a title like Hagani, a $300 SNES cart, it's fine. But you talk about a item like this. I mean, you talk about the most rarest video game ever.
Right. What you're saying is this is going to be something you're going to want to like put on one of these premium websites like this, not something like eBay where anybody can bid on it.
Exactly. Like, dude, when Pat had this at some convention, they hired an armored guard to watch the cart. I mean, you're talking about this is someone's life savings right here.
Yeah.
It's a retirement plan in a fucking case.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's like investing in literal gold.
Exactly. Major investment. That's why it burns my ass when I see fucking penis rear slot talking about in a fucking game with some reseller. Now, I get it. These resellers are scumbags too. These guys at conventions, they're bigger scumbags than a guy like Penis Rear Slot because they actually got all these fucking games. Yeah. But when he comes up to him talking about, oh, this game is another grail of mine, driving the word grail into the ground. There's only one grail on the planet, all right? Every game's not a grail. Just because a game's worth a lot of money doesn't make it a grail. So he goes up, like, for instance, he goes to this table. First of all, the whole focus of this fucking show is getting this shovelware game. It sounds like Ark Ascendant. It's like survival unattained. It's some garbage, super rare game. It's shovelware. It's like Black Tiger. That's how crappy it looks. So Caleb's on the hunt for this shit. He finds his target. Target is this guy, JRPG Life. He's got the game. You sell it outright to him for $175, but they're doing a show. So what he wants is Oracle Seasons, which I paid $30 for from GameStop, brand new. It came with a strategy guide. That was the promotion for pre-ordering it. And I got both of them. I got Ages and Seasons. All right. Caleb doesn't know if this game's a GBA game. He keeps getting it confused. He thinks it's a Game Boy Advance game. It's a
No,
fucking Game Boy Color game.
that's Minish Cap. That's the Game Boy Advance one, and the Link to
Exactly.
the Past like port.
Capcom developed game. You know, Link's Awakening didn't do it for me, but that game had this puzzle factor to it. You can linky your Game Boy Colors together and bring different items to ages and vice versa, the seasons. Great game.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I think that was ported over to the Switch Online, like a lot of stuff like that.
I did not know that. I thought it was only attainable on Game Boy Color.
Because I know for the Mario Tennis and Mario Golf, they unlocked the characters that you had to use. Like, remember that accessory where you could connect the Game Boy with the Nintendo 64?
Yeah.
Like for Mario Tennis, they had characters. You got the only way you could unlock them for the Game Boy and like N64 versions was you had to have like the special add-on. Well, when they put it to Switch Online, they unlocked the characters automatically, so you didn't have to worry about doing it.
Developer Camelot, who made Shining Force series, they knocked it out of the fucking park with Mario Tennis and Mario Golf on Game Boy Color.
That's what people want is stuff like that again, like Mario with like the story mode and stuff. But they don't.
They nailed it. Like I was debating whether to pick up Mario Golf for my kids, and it didn't have that factor to it. It had a running factor. It's like
either be or whatever.
Either be a technical or excuse me, an arcade style golf game like the original Golf, which is great on NES, or add the RPG element. You know, Golden Age was great. I think that was
Golden Sun. What do you mean?
Golden Sun. Great gameplay. I enjoyed that a lot. I enjoyed that more than I liked Shining Force or Shining Force. Yeah, Shining Force 2, I think it was called.
Yeah, those are the games they did. That's back when they were under a different name, though, I think.
Yeah, like that was when they were developing for Sega.
Yeah.
So let me fucking wrap this up. So okay. So he wants to get this fucking game. Okay, so he goes up to this fucking table. He sees some other game that he wants to get, and he's like, "Well, I can't get them both." He's putting his this trip on this guy. Some nerd next to him says, "Hey, get them both." But no, Caleb wants to play some fucking game. He wants to cream his pants over some game. He's got fucking stacks in his pocket. He wants to cream his pants in his game, but he wants to play a joke on the reseller. He wants to work the guy to knock the price down to fit his margins.
Of course. So he can like sell it in the future for more.
Exactly. And that's where this fucking upload irks me, because you don't have nostalgia for these games. Fucking penis for a slot. You don't give a fuck about these games. You just want to resell them. All you care about is the bottom line. This game's worth $350.
Yeah, for Zelda? Is it complete in box or just the cards?
Zelda's going for about CIB. It's going for around 200. He ended up paying 160 for it. So get this. So he was going to do a one-off trade for the guy. JRPG Life is going to trade him his $300 game. This game's worth $300 for seasons directly, which is great for him. You talk about getting promoted for your YouTube channel, which is attached.
Uh-oh, you're cutting out, Albert.
I'm back. Yeah, the promotion alone, like I guarantee that JRPG Life gained about 50,000 subs for being featured on Caleb's fucking channel. Maybe not that much, but you see what I'm getting at, my guy.
He got subs just for being on a big I get what you, yeah. So it benefited him to a certain extent.
And that guy's on my radar too. I talked about him in a couple videos. JRPG Life, the fucking troll. The guy does these uploads. I don't really give a fuck about clickbait, but this guy drills it fucking home. Like everything's clickbait. The titles of all the videos. I had a major disagreement with this reseller, right? It has some guy's face blurred out, and it's him standing there looking stupid.
Yeah.
You watch the upload. You sit there and you watch this 18-minute upload. There's no disagreement in sight. It's and every upload's like that. Every upload's like that. I got my ass. I got burned at this convention. You watch the upload. You didn't get burned at anything.
I'm gonna look his guys. JRPG fan.
JRPG fan. No, JRPG Life.
Oh, JRPG Life. Okay.
Yeah, it's a duo. It's him and his wife. His wife looks like she looks like Bomber Knee TV with a shave.
Oh yeah, I see him. He has like the Woodhawker haircut, only a little bit shorter.
Yeah, he's like Woodhawker. Let me tell you, the show, the channel, like he's entertaining enough. Like I don't hate the fact that I'm reviewing his channel. Okay, especially his shorts. They're somewhat entertaining. The guy's somewhat knowledgeable. He's got a lot of shit. He also has a PO box. People send him shit. He'll do a he has goals set. That means send me games to my PO box.
Oh, I see the join button. I see the join button though.
If you look into his Patreon, he's got $100 tier. What do you send him for your $100 tier? Is your wife spreading her fucking cooter?
Right? Is his wife the one with the pink hair right here?
Yeah. Hey, I've been meaning to ask you. If you don't want to discuss it, I understand. How do you feel about the fucking delegates taking everyone's vote for fucking Sleepy Pedo Joe and throwing it in the garbage and dropping a definite loss, Kamala Harris, as your fucking president?
Like they should at least have like a debate, an open debate or something at the convention. Like I don't know, just this quick though. That just seems a little weird.
If the guy is on his last leg, why the fuck they ran him in the first place is beyond me. Like I thought, my prediction, based on ABL's analysis, my prediction was Sleepy Joe wasn't even going to make it to this point. They were going to get rid of him because it's elder abuse. But no, they show this guy as a fucking feeble, ridiculous man. Dude, during the debate, okay? During the debate wasn't even over yet. And the fucking Air Force off the coast of Alaska intercepted Chinese and Russian bombers.
Saw that. Yep, I saw that. Yep.
Coming to American airspace. That's what these fucking garbage countries think of us. As a joke. That would never happen on Trump's watch.
Well, you know, they laugh at Joe. You know they do.
They do. They fucking they wipe their ass with Joe.
Yeah, Kim Jong Un and all that. Yeah.
And Putin has a fucking dog in his race. He's got the administration putting fucking $17 billion, giving it to Zelensky for this fucking proxy war. It's ridiculous. No balls, because you don't want to fucking fight Russia one up. You're feeding into this country that is basically going to war for child trafficking. That's what the war is all about. Ukraine wants to fucking take Russian orphans and bring them over state lines over to fucking UK for sex work. All right? And that's the views of me, not Cheetahman.
Yeah, that's not my view. Yeah, Albert knows more about that stuff than I do. So
I mean, but that's what it is. They want to keep the sex trade going, and the sex trade, the rape trade. Sorry for saying this on your channel. This is a joke.
Yeah,
haha.
Yeah, it's a joke. Yeah, he's saying this. This is what happens in Minecraft, guys. Just
exactly.
Like how Mel Gamer says it. Yeah,
it is what it is. I'm gonna change the subject. It is what it is. The fucking Democrats getting their vote buried, and fucking Pat, Mr. fucking Democrat, he doesn't want to say that Trump. He doesn't want to say the president got shot. He wants to say ex-president. He's a fucking douchebag. That ex-president got the fucking economy in line. He was handed a turd from the former administration, and he fixed it up to where I'm not eating fucking beans for lunch right now. Okay.
Anyways, yeah. What have you been up to lately, Albert? I saw we did a video earlier.
I did a video earlier. I want to do a live stream earlier, but this fucking touch and go Wi-Fi ain't gonna work.
It's doing okay right now, though. It had that
It's
one
doing
moment, but right now it's doing fine.
this spot is where it's at. So when I get the energy, when I get the fucking ammo, when I get the fucking time, I'm gonna upload. I'm gonna stream right from here.
Yeah, this was just a spur of a moment thing, like this stream now. I thought about going live last night, but I didn't feel like it. I saw where Buttocks went live though. I was watching a little bit of his. About the first hour of it, I think.
Oh. Yeah, Buttocks is a good show. For a fucking old man.
For an old boomer, yep.
Boomer. He's beyond boomer. I gotta check in with Gen X Sex Tourist channel. I want to do a video on the state of the MJR crew. That's what I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about Hyatt. I want to talk about the usual suspects.
Yeah, you haven't talked about them in a while, like Metal Jesus, or see what they're
Metal Jesus.
An update on them.
And it's gonna be flattery towards MJR. I'm gonna bounce MJR off of fucking Retro Rick's head, because Retro Rick is busy hiring Harry Tornado for an appearance. He's gonna fly him and his wife and his dog out the fucking Conway Twitty, Arkansas for Retro Rick Fest. That's not gonna bring in ticket sales, man. You can't rely completely on your bobblehead. Really Rad Weekend is bringing in Riggs. They're bringing in fucking 8-Bit Eric, and it goes down from there. Ian Ferguson's gonna be spinning the wheels of steel. Like, they got a convention going. Like, they are fucking number one. They got Warehouse Dave doing all the fucking tables. It's gonna be magical, like it was last year, like it was the year prior. I got on the phone with this cunt from fucking Rad Junk Games, game store, and she was fucking super cunty to me over the tickets. I said, what kind of fucking website you got? It's all last year's shit. There's no signs that say this is from 2023. I thought your tickets were sold out already. She's like, oh, it's going to go live some point this week. You don't want to tell me when? I want to secure these tickets. That's why I'm taking time out of my day to call you. I was handled by this woman, and it does not sit well with me.
Yeah, you're talking about that in the Twitter chat about that woman.
Yeah, like
you're saying like the website was like for last year's stuff, but she didn't like make that clear or anything.
She made it clear. She told me.
She made it clear. Oh,
however, having like some going live, like I gotta check the website over and over again. Just give me a date. Is it a secret? Because I want to get my tickets now. I don't want to have them run out. I want to get in early because I don't want to pay $80 at the door. I want to pay $60 now.
Right.
But regardless, I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna do a video on her, and hopefully she recognizes me for my video at her convention. Make some fireworks.
I saw where Dean apparently I guess he's going to a convention in Shreveport. I saw that on Buttocks' stream.
Oh, nice! Make it down to Louisiana.
Apparently the guy that played Barney the dinosaur is going to be there. Whoever.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's what
Bob, tune in for that. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I want to know all about this rad junk fucking convention. Really Rad Weekend, because if they have cosplay there, that means you got to fucking up the security. That's what happened to John Lester. John Lester, too many Game On. He had to pay out of pocket for security team about $75,000. Okay, that's how much money's coming into this fucking Game On convention. He probably made about $250,000 cleared on ticket sales and stuff. And he had fuckers. Really Rad Weekend. There it is.
Yep, I'm just
now look at this website. Do you see anywhere it says 2023?
Let's just scroll through. It says 2024. Hey, updated. I must have updated, I guess, after you called or something, because it says 2024
okay, go back.
Now.
Oh, it's updated. It's updated because prior did not say that. Maybe it did say 2023. I won't run with that. Maybe I'm just retarded. Okay.
Now, where's Okaloosa Island at? That's gotta be somewhere in Florida.
Panhandle. It's near Pensacola. It's near Fort Walton.
Okay,
Fort Walton. Oh, by the way, Nintendo's going to be
Oh,
there.
Nintendo, yep. And
Yeah.
fucking, John's gonna rig Nintendo. Oh, there's
They
Penis.
shared a room last year. They're going to share a room again.
Oh shit. There's Penis Rear Slot. Yep. Retro Rick, the Pixel Game Squad. The game.
Oh,
Oh, the
man, they're all
game
going to be
chasers.
there.
The fucking
I
game
got to go,
chasers.
man.
The fucking
I got to
game
fucking go.
chasers and Eric. Oh shit. And who
I got to go, man.
Oh, Retro Wolf. You mentioned him before, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
Retro Wolf.
Oh, and Bam Margera. What does he have to do with games? But okay then.
Bam Margera was there last year.
Oh, he was.
Bam Margera was there last year. He was high out of his fucking mind. Riggs got him on camera. And everyone's like, "Oh, I'm concerned about Bam. Bam's living his best life. Leave the guy alone. The guy's fucking zonked out of his mind. The guy did look like he fucking did about an 8-ball of coke and popped the fucking half a bottle of Xanax. Like, whatever the fuck. Who cares?
Now, who's the fucking dude with the Amish beard? This Big John. I never heard of him before.
Never heard of him. They got a bunch of dogs there. They really do.
But they got some heavy hitters though. Like I said, the fucking game chasers.
Albofest will feature it's all, what the fuck's the guy's name? It's all I want to say Greg. I don't know. It's all Greg Games or something. This guy that E King put me on to. I want him there at my convention. I can't afford rigs, so I'm gonna have that guy.
They need to They need to format their website though, because look, you can't see the text because of the Smash Brothers logo.
Dude, this fucking, oh my god, look at that, it's terrible. All right, so tickets are on sale now. Cosplay contest, so that means they're gonna have
cosplayers. Yep,
they're gonna have up security. Now, granted, this is Florida. Stand your ground. It's not like Arizona where all the fucking residents are unarmed. So they're probably gonna be lackadaisy about security.
Let's see what. Yep, buy tickets.
All right, I want to see how much tickets go for.
Let's see if I can find it already. I'm gonna stop sharing because it might show like personal information or something. Don't
worry about it. I'm gonna look at that up in my own time.
It says sales ended. Oh, it's showing for 2023 now, Albert. When you click on the link, then I got to update.
Okay. So the twat was right. Gotcha.
Yeah, I got to update this shit. So I'm assuming they will closer to release, but you think they would do it now for people that want to go there?
All right. So get this. So my initial analysis stands firm. They had the fucking 2024 in the banner. I read that. I hit the buy tickets, and then it gives you sold out. Kinsey's gonna be there.
Yeah, Kelsey Wu, and
Kelsey Lewin with her butterface.
Yep. They're showing little I guess talking about it. Fucking Nintendo. God, what is that shirt he's wearing?
He wears it to every convention.
No, it's about Nintendo. Fucking Mario shirt. I guess like something Rapidude would wear to like church or something.
It's a suit. It's a suit. It's a three-piece. He wears it to every convention. Some other dickweed was wearing the same suit. I'm like thinking like you're stealing Nintendo's shtick. Nintendo's making a game called Carl.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah, it's called Carl.
Oh man,
it looks like something Queefy would play on his fucking channel.
And that looks like some homeless. I'm sorry, that looks like some legit like homeless dude. Whoever this extra.
It really does.
Like what the fuck?
Extra napkins. I listened to that podcast. Okay.
That's Ian right there, ain't it? It says
Ian. That's Ian's show. It's all about cooking. They talk about restaurants. It's actually entertaining. I actually like it.
All right,
I didn't realize that guy looks like that. He sounds like that.
He looks.
That guy looks like a fucking. He looks like he's digging through a garbage can.
Right, like he's wrestling the raccoon, boxing the raccoon.
Exactly.
I don't know who
Scott Squash. I don't even talk about this guy. He's such a vomit.
Yeah, it says he like knows about corn, so that says a lot. So
corn sucks. Yeah, the rock band.
Yeah, I think the rock band.
Yoshi Butte. I have no idea who that is.
It says he's worked on stuff like The Mandalorian, like Call of Duty. So I mean, I don't know. I guess he's a game developer. But he's been involved with the Game Chasers movie, so I don't know about that. VFX artist. Okay.
Brett Wise, by my book, by my Patreon, he interviewed the executive producer for the Game Chasers movie. Look at Retro Rick.
What's his
Holy
hair?
shit.
What the fuck's up with his haircut?
I don't
That
know,
looks
man. Look at that bobblehead. Look how gigantic his head is.
that looks fucking stupid. Look, the fucking whoosh, but the other half's like shaved normally. Like Jesus Christ.
Dude, this guy was at a game store, at a toy store, okay? Looking at toys. He's at this guy's Surge's shop. The shop is in some fucking hole in the wall garbage shopping center. The store is full of bootleg toys. And the guy's like, yeah, these bootleg toys, this is what collectors get when they bought everything already. This is what people want. My fucking ass. Why would you want
a fucking bootleg? Like,
why would you want a bootleg Splinter? He showed off a bootleg Splinter. It looked like straight garbage. Why would you want a bootleg Star Wars? No G.I. Joe in sight. I mean, he goes to the worst toy store, and they know him by name. The guy opens up the back room for him. He's in the back room. They got a Teddy Ruxpin in the back room, boxed, brand new, and that's not on the store floor. No, the store floor is full of bootleg freaking Star Wars figures from India.
I'm assuming
look at this guy's hair.
I'm assuming they're over at the hair. Like, look at the, like, what kind of a haircut is this? Like, it looks fucking stupid. Like,
yeah,
like
he's got Earthbound Zero as the backdrop. You never played Earthbound Zero, Rick?
I've never played it either. All fairness. Oh, the Pixel Game Squad. I think you talked about them, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
God,
always.
Fucking faces, Jesus.
I think.
Shit! My retro life. I didn't see him.
Oh man.
Oh, Tyler.
Bro, am I wrong about this being the best convention? Like, look at all these guys, man.
It's everyone you talk about. We just see Brett Weiss here.
Brett Weiss is not coming. Brett Weiss, he sold his whole record collection and he got Spotify instead. Bad move, because Spotify sounds like a tin can. To my knowledge, it's like radio. You can't select the song. They have no deep cuts.
You can, but you can, Albert, but you have to pay for it. I think it's like $10 a month.
And bro, I learned from Pandora, playing around with a friend of mine. She had Pandora, and playing around with it, they have nothing, bro. They have no music. If I want to listen to Pot the Deuce, which is a Vallejo rap band, they don't have that album on there. They don't have the Clicks first album. They don't have fucking 3-6. They don't have 3-6 Mafia Mystic Styles. Like, they don't have shit on that on Pandora.
Oh, my retro life was on a Paramount Plus documentary. Apparently, what the fuck,
bro? These guys. Wow. Tubi has some YouTuber that has garbage views, garbage fucking channel. They got a whole contract with this guy. So apparently, getting YouTubers for these streaming services is like becoming a thing.
They must be getting desperate because this ain't Tubi. This is like a big one. This is one you actually have to pay for to use.
It's cheap talent. These guys work for exposure. Like, they're basically working to. They're not, because you know what it is. They're not James Rolfe. They're not freaking the game historian. They're not getting a contract from Amazon Prime, from Facebook, to spearhead their gaming sections of their streaming service. It's not happening.
Oh, there's Phoenix rear slot.
Penis rear slot. A reminder for everybody, in case nobody heard it, Penis rear slot slathers Rogaine on his beard. I repeat, Penis rear slot and Riff, they use Rogaine on their beards to make it lush and full. They do.
That's fucking stupid. That's funny. It says he says he's been a fake gamer since '99. I know this is supposed to be like a joke, but I mean,
it's reality.
He says he's been a YouTube poser since 2019. His favorite pastimes include scalping, fake game hunting, finds for views, and large-scale market manipulation. His greatest strengths include creating trashy clickbait, lowballing children at yard sales, and writing his own website bios. Did you write this, Albert? That sounds like something you would say.
I mean, it would be funny if it wasn't all true.
Yeah, no, right? Like it's true though. Like I mean,
Dude, market manipulation. There's a direct correlation between penis rear slot and the GameCube prices jumping. They were already on the rise.
yeah,
There's a direct correlation. You know, I always wipe my ass back in the retro rig, the radical Rick days. I used to wipe my ass with MJR affecting the market. I was wrong. Like when what drove the point home to me for me was when Modern Vintage Gaming covered Alien Resurrection. Within hours, the game tripled in price.
of course. And
It's
look,
it's
it says be sure to get your early bird tickets. Well, you can't because the fucking website says for 2023. Like update it.
yeah. I'm jumping through hoops to get the fucking get the tickets. I'm gonna be there though. I'm saying right now.
God, here we go. Pick
Game
no,
Chasers.
Queef's best friend or Queef's
Yeah.
favorite YouTubers.
Property of Game
Property of
Chasers.
Yep. Oh my god. Fucking
Yep.
Billy and Shady J. Yep.
I mean,
That's
they
all.
couldn't get like to show you how cheap the production was of their fucking movie. They couldn't get clearance for the fucking cowboy, the Cubs cap.
They couldn't
For the
even get.
C-
They were supposed to get Danny Trejo, supposedly.
Yeah, couldn't afford Jane Trejo, could you?
Yeah,
Can't
he's
cheap
like,
out on
fuck,
movies.
he's
Like
fuck that
movies.
shit.
I mean, they got a car that looks remarkably like the car from Vacation.
Yeah.
However, but that's easy. That's an easy get. Like and then they showed receipts for all this video equipment. They rented all that video equipment. These guys basically pocketed a large chunk of that fucking money that was donated on Kickstarter for their movie. They pocketed it and they ran with a cheap production. The script was horrible. Like that movie's more.
That movie, it sucks. I've seen it.
It sucks. The AVGN, if the AVGN movie doesn't work, this movie definitely ain't gonna work.
What else they got? What's photos? Oh, that's just photos. I guess this is what the convention looks like.
Yeah, very low.
It looks like it's at a school with the brick.
It's very, dude. It's very low ceilings. It's in a hotel. It's in a convention hall in a hotel. Very low ceilings, and but hey, it works.
And they got.
Let me tell you, it works. For the best really rad weekend coverage, you got to go to Warehouse Dave's channel. Warehouse Dave has all the dope on there. And at night, see the convention goes on, and in the same venue at night, Ian Ferguson Spinning Records. They have a grotto outdoors next to the pool. It's a beautiful hotel. See how it says right there?
Right here.
That's it right there. Yep. Look how clear that water is.
Beach. No, right. It looks
beautiful. Wow. You're on the beach. It's great. Retro Rob needs to bring his family out there.
And that must be look at that pool though. Yeah. Hell yeah.
I told Retro Rob about it already, but I got to tell him again. Like, dude, you got to be there. You got to go to fucking Fort Walton.
I'll bet this hotel's fucking expensive though. Looks like it is.
You know, Albo ain't gonna be staying there.
Hell, you'll might be staying at the Motel 6.
I'm gonna be sleeping on the beach. Fuck that.
On the beach, right? Get your blue tent out there.
Fuck yeah. I'll be positioning them for full coverage.
Oh yeah.
I might bring Cyan Doodoo stain back to the blue tent.
Oh yeah, this looks fucking nice. This looks like a great base to have a vacation. Like,
it's fucking beautiful.
Shit.
Yeah. And the vendors that are going to be there, like if let's say I want to pick up some Switch games, the vendors that are going to be there are all fucking part of the Warehouse Dave crew. So fair prices, everything's going to be awesome.
That's just tell me if I want to volunteer or not.
Volunteer, like you pay your staff, dude. Come on, man. You're making money. Like, dude, the bitches bought one of the most remarkable game collections I've ever seen. Okay, did you watch it?
Watch what?
The Rad Junk upload I put in the chat.
No, I have not had a chance to watch that yet.
Okay, so if you get around to watching it,
okay,
she bought a collection of games.
I think we've seen
dude, one of the best gaming collections I've ever seen. N64, Super Nintendo. Where it really shines is Saturn. Everything is pristine. The Saturn games have the freaking pad in the inside to keep the disc in place. It's remarkable. This guy kept these games in perfect condition. I mean, boxes. Like the dude had the guy has a Super Mario RPG. The box looks like it just got handed to you from a Toys R Us sales associate. Like it's beautiful.
Wow, he does take good care of his shit. Damn. Not
Really
just
nice.
throw most people just throw boxes away for that stuff. We all know that.
I was reflecting. I'm watching this upload. I'm watching the penis rear slide upload. I'm reflecting on my sales of my freaking Game Boy Color collection. I had all my boxes with manuals separate. I sold everything through Amazon. Therefore, therefore, Amazon is tricky. At the time, it was like this. They only had listings for cart only. You know I'm not computer savvy, so I'm not taking pictures of my fucking games, uploading them to Amazon. I don't even know how to do that. So all the listings on Amazon are cart only. Therefore, I sold all my Game Boy Color games cart only.
Oh man, you left a lot of money on the table then.
Fuck
Get all that
yeah.
other stuff.
Now that being said, I took the boxes that I had and I threw them in to sweeten the deal that I made with CD Trader. CD Trader bought my Saturn, bought my Turbo Duo, bought my Game Boy Color Pikachu, bought all my expensive items that I was having trouble selling. Took those all off my hands. Got my Dracula X, all my coveted titles, my Hagani, all that shit. I sold them all that shit at a fucking great price, man. I got good money from that guy.
How much did you pay for her Gotti when you first got it? Or do you remember?
$20.
Damn, $20.
And the
Holy
label was
shit.
fucked. The label was fucked. The label was sunburnt. Like it must have been sitting in a store somewhere.
Well,
It was sun.
even nowadays, that would still be worth money, even with the bad
Fuck
label.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude. That game's worth $400 all
right,
day.
exactly. Do you have any of your old retro stuff left, or did you just sell it all?
I sold all the games. I sold all the games. I still got my magazines. I had almost a full set of Nintendo Power. I had the full set of Game Fan to the last copy, and then with Die Hard Game Fan, I was a big mark for that magazine. I was a fucking magazine mark and a half. Like, dude, I had offshoots.
Now, was it Game Fan the one that had like high quality screenshots?
Yes, yes.
Yep.
ECM did a great job. Like the editor of that, editor in chief, he was there from the beginning. And I had issue 1 all the way till they ended, and then he carried on the tradition. He got into business with the owner of Video Game Depot, the guy that used to own Jeremy Ireland, I think is his name, the guy that owned Working Designs.
Yeah, I know who that is.
And ECM from GameFan. They all threw in. They made 2 issues of a magazine called Game Go. I don't even know what that magazine's worth now. I had that in my collection.
I've never heard
Like
of that one before. That must be
Game
like
Go.
was that just a special thing, or was it just that short of a
It
trip
was
around?
it was so when GameFan folded, this guy emailed me because I was in communications with ECM through email. All right,
Okay.
so he emailed me. He said, "Hey, Game Go, we got Game Go on the website." So I went to Game Go website. I got a subscription for it. I bought it, the title. There wasn't a subscription rate yet. Got the title. I got the second issue, and then they stopped doing it because nobody was buying it. You got to get this magazine in store.
Yeah, it says this was back. I'm looking it up. It says this is from the early 2000s.
Game Go, you opened it up?
I'm showing here. I'll show you the website I'm on.
Yeah, the first issue was Stretch Panic.
It's not going to show the game, but I did Google here. Wait a minute. I did
Game Go with an exclamation point. Like, good luck finding it. Like
it's not showing anything about it. They'll be saying only one issue.
Yeah,
was published,
there it is.
to this in 2001.
There was a second issue. That must have been fan written. I got a second issue, or I could be wrong. You know what? Maybe there was a second issue. The first issue was Stretch Panic. I will never forget it. Treasure game for PS2. Stretch Panic. This guy ECM had a hard on for Treasure. Like anything Treasure, he had a boner for it.
Yeah, Albert is saying there was an issue too at the external link. So yeah, they need to like up. But this is just some website I clicked on. So that was like one of the
Like
first results.
my memory is fuzzy. I remember. No, I think the way it went was this. Like I never got the issue 2. It was supposed to come out, but it never came out. I think that's what happened. But I gave all those magazines to my cousin.
Is this it?
That's the one. Is that Stretch Panic?
Yep, Stretch Panic. Yep, Big
Yeah.
Red Turismo 3, Monster Retro 3. So yep.
Yeah. Dude, that magazine was fucking high quality. Like, dude, glossy paper, excellent writing, like top notch shit, bro. Like it was so great. That magazine, it had a genuine spine. It was not folded and pressed. It was amazing.
Apparently it's on waiting list. So God only knows how long the waiting list for getting one of these is.
Oh please, dude, that was such a low print run. This is ridiculous.
All right.
I
Yeah.
fucking dude, that magazine was something else. Another magazine that I got that was obscure was Video Game Collector. Okay, this was modeled after Wizard. That one had about 10 copies. I got them all. The guy who was called the Philly Classic. It was a competition with Penny Arcade's Too Many Games. It's in Philly. It was like an offshoot to that. It was like the weekend after the Philly Classic, and it was all retro games all day, no glitz, no glamour. I wanted to go to it. So Video Game Collector, it was like Wizard. So every month it would come out. It would have every game ever published for the big game. There it is. It would have a buyer's guide for all that shit in the magazine. It was great. I love that magazine.
Now,
It
what
had
year was
rooms.
this? Oh, 2004. Okay, I see now.
2004. That was when I was in full swing with this nerd shit. Like I had a room full of games, walls full of magazines. Every drawer in my bedroom had freaking games in it. I kept all my games in drawers because you don't have to dust them.
Looks like every issue focuses on a specific console. 'Cause you see, like this one has Super
Yes.
Nintendo, and issue
Yeah.
5 has
I think they had a
that's like
Jaguar one too.
oh that's Don Bluth stuff, I guess, because it's Dragon's Lair.
That looks like an Intellivision on the cover.
A television, yep, a television. What's issue 6? I'm just gonna go through.
They had Rooms of Doom in there too.
Yep, there's the PC and TurboGrafx stuff. Yep.
Good art. I mean, that magazine was a lower quality. Like they had glossy papers to cover the Rooms of Doom, to cover the general articles on the fucking consoles, because they had editors, they had reviewers, they had people that would write about this stuff. But then the portion where it had pricing, it looked like a phone book, which is fine because that's how the Wizard was designed too.
Now it's just showing like generic artwork.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. The quality went down the tubes like as it went on. Like it didn't do a full run. I think it made it to like issue 10 or 11.
Oh, that's cool though. I guess they had one issue talking about obscure consoles. I guess like the because that looks like a Mega Duck in the background, so that's cool.
The Nuon. Remember, you ever heard of the Nuon?
Yeah, I've heard of the new one.
I was getting into I bailed on it. The worst consoles of all time. 20 worst consoles of all time. Mojo Plays. I'm watching this.
Look who it is. It's fucking.
They got Tallarico. Let me tell you something. I did not have that issue. That's one I did not have. I do not remember that whatsoever.
That's from 2008, so that's like early James too. I don't know who the guy on the top is.
I guess the run went on further. I don't think I upped my subscription. I think around that time I was bailing on it. I don't know, but I did not have that issue. They got Tallarico on the cover. Holy shit!
I gotta go to page 20 now and see if I can.
Dude, what website is this? This is awesome.
This is Archive.
Oh my god! I love this.
An article about Tommy about
bro.
Holy shit! Sweet Tender needs to get on this.
Oh man, fuck that. Fuck Sweet Tender. I'm gonna get on that. I'm gonna read that. I'm gonna do a freaking Amico tip touch on this shit.
Okay, I'll post the link to this in the in the Twitter chat.
Please do. Thank you. Volpe had an upload on his Goose channel about Tallarico.
Here, wait a minute. I'll put it in your Twitter chat so it doesn't like spam block up the other one.
No, send it to this phone, Albo America.
Albo America. Yeah, that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to do. Give me a minute.
That phone's in the shit. Phone's in a shit can.
All right. Oh, come on. Fucking Twitter's being a bitch right now. All
I had
right.
to re-verify myself because I don't know. Twitter's fucked up.
Yeah, Elon needs to get. He's supposed to be a billionaire. Get your shit together.
He did. He did
Albert
what he did. What's important. He's got
Brett. Let me how do you send a message? I wanna send him a fucking DM though. Like the fuck?
Here. Let's do this.
I'm
Let me
trying to
open up
figure.
the avenue.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go on my end and send you one. That way it's
yeah,
open.
yeah. I can't.
I got you.
I'm doing it on the computer right now. So
Right now. I'm doing it. I got it.
alrighty, cool. But there we go. Fucking, I'll get you that link though, and fucking Tommy Tallarico. Holy shit. That's fucking. I didn't even see. Look at that. Just talk about magazines, and we find a Tallarico article.
Telling you.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, that was a good magazine. Like, look at that. Look at that print. Like it actually fills up the page. Take notes, Cyrus Martin.
And it takes it to the Tallarico one too. The link that I sent. So.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, I'll stop. Holy shit! Fucking. Okay, just
You
click
know what I'm
on
gonna do? I'm gonna get into his archive. I'm gonna read that. I'm gonna get into his archive and take a trip back in time with some of these magazines. I like when
he's talking about
Fatal
video
could do
games.
that.
He's talking about video games live too. That must have been
Of course
in
he
his early
is.
years.
That's his big cash cow.
Holy shit.
There's gonna be some sort of lie or something I'm gonna find in there. It's gonna be great.
It's only these 2 pages though for the interview. I'm
Gotcha.
gonna find this fucking James one though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fucking yeah, one about James. That's cool. Like early James too. Oh, it's like an interview, I think, with him.
That's great. Well, okay, so what I know about this guy, he's a Philadelphia guy like James is. So there's a connection there.
Yeah. It's awesome though.
Man, like James, let me tell you, James, the best thing he's done in the past 5 years was his sit down with Scott DeWaz. He sat down with him for an hour. I've listened to it twice. Very entertaining. Because I'm a big Scott DeWaz fan.
Oh
my God, I want that.
The last article. Yeah, there's your big man right there. Yep.
Dude, if I have problems, because leave that one link there. If I can't navigate this website from that link, then I'm gonna let you know because I want that one too. Man, look how great this magazine is. Like Billy Mitchell, like, this guy's a genius. Whoever wrote this.
Let me see if I can find the page he's on.
Fuck yeah! I hope it's an interview.
Oh, there he is, right there. Just the new world records at the time.
Hell yeah!
Don't tell Carl Johnson.
Yeah.
I mean,
bro,
I didn't know he did Donkey Kong Jr. too. I know he did the first game.
That guy killed Screen Galaga, kill screen. Not only Centipede, Millipede. Like, it's insane. His prominence.
Oh yeah, here's the interview. The interview's like the first thing. I'll talk about his hot sauce. That's how I first found out about him. Was like
Ricky's right there, man. I got to go to Ricky's in September. I'm gonna go have a burger there, a gourmet burger at Ricky's.
Let's see how
Ricky's hot sauce, my favorite hot sauce in the world.
Oh, there's Walter Day. I know what you think
Walter
about
Day. He's sweating away.
Oh man. Fucking talk about the galaxies though.
So this magazine article, I'm gonna read this. There's an interview on convention coverage YouTube channel. It's a panel that Walter Day and Billy Mitchell were on together. And this is after the whole controversy with the alleged meme and all that shit.
Yeah.
Walter Day he's doing a full press to promote Billy Mitchell at the time. So if Walter Day and Twin Galaxies felt like he was a cheater, they weren't singing that tune at that point. They were singing a different tune. They pushed Billy Mitchell out as a scapegoat to cover their own corruption. Period.
It says here Walter Day retired in 2009, apparently, for Twin Galaxies. To do a music career?
He's still
What?
involved. I mean, he's like not only just a referee wearing dirtbag, but he's also like a co-owner in the whole thing. He retired because he's fucking getting old. That's what it is.
He looks old in this picture. This is
Exactly.
2008. Yeah. And here's what about Steve Wiebe? I know you know from the King of Kong. This must have been after the King of Kong movie came out, or around that time when they did this issue.
Like I get all worked up about Billy Mitchell. I'm the biggest Billy Mitchell fan in the world, but I've never watched King of Kong.
I've never seen it either. I imagine that's like on Tubi or something. I'm gonna look it up. It's
I
gotta
mean,
be on.
I just can't I tried sitting through this game, this movie called Rarity. All right, it's about Pixel Game Squad's in it. It's got a couple other YouTubers in it, and I couldn't get through 5 minutes of the fucking thing. Like movie productions annoy me.
No, this isn't even on streaming. Apparently, that's weird. It's just saying buy it on Amazon. Huh.
Yeah, because they want all their money going to them. They don't want to stream it.
And now I think it's just now it's just like, oh shit! You ever played these before? The fucking remember the Burger King games you can get from Xbox?
I've seen them. I've seen them in people's on people's channels.
Yeah, I've had a couple of those. I had a couple of those. I had the I had both of these. Yeah, the
kart racing one.
The bumper cart one, yeah, and the kart racer. I didn't have Snake King though. I could do a rip off. That's the one I kind of wish I had.
Yeah,
we're just sneaking around and like trying to sell my Burger King and shit.
I'm surprised Xbox didn't do any games with Taco Bell because they gave away consoles to them. They had a big cross box promotion with their box items.
But yeah, I had a couple of those. But
what are those?
What are the? I'm not even sure. I think it's just an article about. I think this is about Game Room. I remember this. This is where you could buy. You could download this for free and buy like old games and like put them in a little room for your avatar to run around in, like arcade games, like Atari games and television stuff. Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, I had this, but I just played the demos and stuff for it. It was cool though for what it was.
The SNK collection looks good for the Switch. It's got Alpha Mission and Athena on it. I'm looking at it just based on that.
Oh, there's one of Fatal Vision's games, so I could Silent Hill.
Shattered Memories. Is that like a visual novel type game?
I have no idea. I know it's a Silent Hill game. I know he's in it. He's probably played it before, I'm assuming. It seems like they do a lot of interviews in this magazine.
Let me tell you, when I was sub to it, there was no interviews. That magazine actually went somewhere. Did they get the price guide yet? They got it towards the end.
It's just showing like I guess these are all the Dreamcast games that have been made. Wait a minute.
So maybe they got away from doing the actual pricing.
Yeah,
because the beginning the focus was on the pricing.
Yeah, now it doesn't want to load. So
Fatal Vision is going to drop a load when he sees that interview for Shattered Memories.
Yeah, no. Just keep in mind, you might want to have Wi-Fi when you view this because it might not load quick on data because it was loading slow for me for that one part. They got reviews and stuff too for like looks like retro games like Clay Fighter. Isn't that the expensive one? Tournament edition.
Sculptor's Cut.
Sculptor's Cut's the expensive one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Tournament Fighter, I think. The Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, Sculptor's Cut's it's expensive because it was a Blockbuster exclusive.
Blockbuster exclusive, yeah. This must be the let me see if I can zoom in, if it'll load or not. This may be the price guide right here.
That's it right there. That's the price guide.
Let me see if
they got Neo Geo. They got everything. I think they have Commodore too.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to load. If it's or is this what it?
That's what it looks like. The text is tiny because it got every game, every North American game.
That one's like hard to read for. I guess it's not loading like it's. It must be because I'm streaming.
The text is tiny, bro.
Talk about grading. Graded games back in 2008.
Wow. As VGA, that's you got CGC and VGA.
It's fucking wild. What else? And that's the Yep, subscribe. But this is the last magazine, so that's just a waste of money. Last issue.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just
and these
wild.
magazine companies, I know from experience, they will fold and you'll never see your money again.
That's cool though. They got this on the archive. Oh, yeah, it was like one of the
Yeah.
first results too. So I guess whoever owns this, like, just doesn't give a shit because it's who knows who owns the rights to it. Probably nobody.
Exactly.
It's not
Once
like
again,
Nintendo.
Cyrus Martin, take notes. Like, if you're making a good product, you're going to sell magazines and archive's going to snipe it. It's just a fact of life.
Oh, I wonder if Cyrus's magazine is owned. I gotta look that up now.
Yeah, it's called Super Mega Graphics 64. Horrible name for a magazine.
Super Mega Graphics 64.
Yeah,
Magazine.
graphics with an X.
It's on eBay apparently.
Yeah. And I made a video yelling and screaming about the fact that he's selling it on eBay for 35, and I was corrected that that's the guy who stole the magazine. It's like, well, dude.
Oh, they're selling this for $31 though. Like, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
It's $7 shipping. Get the fuck
But
out.
that's not. But apparently, Cyrus told me through a third party that's not his magazine. That's somebody who stole the magazine. Somebody's trolling Cyrus. Apparently, Cyrus is hated amongst other people more than just us. Okay, remember this guy Rags was on his ass years ago.
Rags, yep.
So apparently, there's a lot of trolling that goes on with Cyrus to the point where he tells his good friend Retro Bro he advises him not to go live for their Buddy Cop upload. They had to do a premiere instead of a live event.
Yeah, because they'll call him out. People's going to call him out. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like take it, man. Take it as a compliment, Cyrus Martin. You're doing something right.
Trying to find.
I definitely had that one. I had all these. I had all the beginning ones.
Yeah, I'm looking for the one that's got the Nolan Bushnell interview in it.
I remember reading that one.
This one right here. Yep.
I think it's that one right there. Yep.
Is that the prices right there, Albert, on the left? The price guide.
That looks like way smaller print than what it is. Like, it's not all compressed to one page. It's like a whole thing. But that could be it. That could be all the Atari. It could be all the Atari prices they might have integrated next to Nolan Bushnell. This is actually quality management of space. Like, it's actually, everything's tight. Everything's beautiful.
Yeah, but they're doing reviews for other stuff too. Oh, that's cool. They got the Japanese case for Guardian Heroes, which that was better. That was a lot better in my opinion than the one we got.
Yeah.
And they got Power Strike. That's the first OS game, I think.
You seem to hold Guardian Heroes in high regard. Is that a game that you like? I never played it.
That's one that I think disappeared when the Xbox store shut down. They need to re-release the port of it because that one's better than the Saturn in my opinion. Like, it's got like a move switch you can get to. Like, the HUD's better. It's got a way better translation. Like, Treasure,
I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with Treasure because when was the last Treasure release? Like, they've been out of the fucking.
I think
out of the mix for a while.
Nowadays they just re-release old games, but they need to re-release that one though. Like, fucking
they do.
Guardian Heroes. That's like a popular game by them.
Well,
here's the Nolan Bushnell interview. Okay, this one's like easier to read though. I'm noticing the text is this earlier issue.
You got to think it's 2024. The Saturn, the pricing is at an all-time high for the aftermarket. Sega holds no stake in where the market is now. But like Nintendo, they are reluctant to release all their old classics. Why? Like, if Nintendo had a proper virtual console system set up now, where you can basically get all the Gen 3, all the NES games, all the Super Nintendo games at a good price, 64 games, like, why not make it happen? Same with Sega. Like, all these Saturn games, I understand Phaser, Dragoon Saga. The story is the code was lost.
But you can still get it, get M2 to make an emulator for it or something.
Like, what the fuck? Make it happen. Like, dude,
people will be happy with that. I mean, they'll get over it. Believe me, they'll buy it.
If this was 2024, there would be a collection, Saturn collection, published by Sega, $50. You got every fucking game right there. Boom. Like, on a disc. Like, why it didn't happen at that time period is beyond me. They had plenty of Genesis collections out their fucking ass.
Well, that's cool. Howard Scott Warshaw, of course, the guy that made E.T. But he actually did okay because he only had like a month to make the game. So really, in all fairness, the game's not that bad considering like he had to get it out by Christmas. Like it could have been a
Yeah,
lot worse.
Ballistic Coffee Boy, he sat down with that fucking guy for an hour and he was kissing his fucking ass for an hour. That's his story about the he had a time crunch, this and that. How about he was unprepared? How about this fucking guy had his thumb up his ass? You should have had that game ready. Like, you know what's coming up. You should have a game ready, reskin it with fucking ET. Let's fucking go. Like, are you a game dev, bruv, or are you a fucking lazy fuck?
Yeah, he did Yar's Revenge too, though. So he did make at least one good game.
That's where he's interviewing him. He did Yar's Revenge. He's making his big push for this Yar's Revenge game that's coming out.
Well, I don't know. What would they do for a remake of that? The Atari version is like pretty fucking basic. All you gotta do is it's just that one screen and that's it. You just keep doing it till game over.
This is the game that middle of the road people were saying looks like shovelware, looks like shit. It looked like a cash grab from Atari. Then you found out.
No, go ahead.
Then you found out Howard's attached to it, but apparently though, and I could be wrong, he has nothing to do with the development of it. He's just out here promoting it.
Oh, I didn't know he did Raiders too. That's cool because that was a pretty. I know that's not a good game either, but it was ambitious for the time.
You played it on stream. I was like, what the fuck is going on in this game?
James Rolfe talked about that one in his early AVGN episode.
That was funny.
Yeah, Jones. Yeah.
I tell you what.
Controllers.
Yeah, last night I watched James upload last night. All right, and I watched his Glover upload, and while I did not laugh once, genuinely, the upload stuck with me. That's the power of James. It was horrible though. It was a bad upload, but the game, as a game review, it's good.
Yeah, I heard Glover's a pretty weird game in general. They made an ape. They were going to make an apes game. I gotta find that prototype if it's around.
Like Glover, it's a controller. Like because at the end of the upload, spoiler, the end of the upload, he pulls out of the cauldron of shit. Okay, he pulls out the PlayStation version using the DualShock. The game's playable. Big shock. Because the game, a lot of the segments are like Marble Madness.
Well,
it's a good upload. If you haven't watched the Glover upload yet, watch it because holy shit, what a weird game.
I saw where they did the upload.
It's a weird fucking game.
I think it's Nintendo's first console, the TV Game 6. I think it's another one James showed off, but he couldn't play it on his TV.
It's a Pong.
A Pong console. Yeah.
What's the story? What's the story with the SG 1000?
That was Sega's first console.
Is it 8-bit graphics? 8-bit graphics?
I think it's pretty similar to like the ColecoVision hardware wise.
I'm interested in that console because like I know nothing about it. It was only released in Japan, right?
Yeah,
and Japan. in PAL regions, I think.
No, I think it was just Japan only, and it failed because it came out the same year as the NES, but the NES obviously was more powerful than this. I think they both came out in '83. That and the Famicom, yeah. Then the cassette edition, that's the one with the Dragon Ball game I played before, that shooter. That came out around the same time as the Famicom too, but it didn't make much of an impact. There's your man again, Billy Mitchell.
He's in there again?
Walter Day, yep, Walter Day looking over his shoulder. Oh fuck. Oh man, I'm glad I found these. I'm glad you brought up these magazines. Oh, that old homebrew shit. I got most
that
of
fucking magazine. It was fucking great. Like it wasn't great. It was good though.
How much was it issued? How much was your issue? Do you remember? Or how much was your subscription?
Well, with the subscription, it was cheap. It was like $20 a year.
Well, that's good. And a lot of these, like I think I had most of these homebrew games for the Atari. But yeah, Yep, is this the price guide right here? Oh, he's muted right now.
Yeah, that's it right now. I'm pissing right now.
Oh, take it. Oh, I got you. Let's see. Yep, got Nintendo, Super Nintendo. So I'd say this would have been good to have because this is before obviously price charting was a thing.
This was like before internet was a thing. This is before YouTube was a thing.
Before YouTube, yeah, 2000, it's 2004. I think it said 2004. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're even doing Odyssey 2 games. Not that many, but
See, I forgot about that. I forgot that they had Gen 2 games.
that's cool. Yeah, ColecoVision and television. Yeah, cool.
Speaking of that, so Larry Bundy, the guy can't do uploads. He hasn't done an upload in 7 months. He complains because he says he's sick. Apparently, he's whining on Patreon about being sick. But
Oh,
he can't do
God.
uploads. But he comes to get the Greg games, and he weighs in on the fucking title of the video. The title of the video is the rarest game ever. And he starts bringing up examples of games that are so obscure that they're not rare. They're fucking unattainable. Like pressing two copies of it. Like how the fuck are you gonna get that?
Like you're
And
not.
look at that ad for Nocturne.
Yeah, no, I was. Yeah, that's how old this magazine is.
Man,
Do you play?
I got to the end of that game and did not beat that game. That
That's the
fucking
one you.
final boss handed his ass to me.
That's
It
the one
was
you say.
rough.
Is this the one where you said you had to grind a lot too, just to get that
Oh,
far?
dude, it was fucking crazy. And I don't know how to Pokemon, so I didn't breed my guys right. So I was dead in the water. Like the
Oh,
final boss, I just gave up on it. Like I did not go back to that game and finish it.
too
Great
bad.
game though.
Too bad you didn't know Rapidu at the time to give you pointers.
I mean, like, so, dude, I went to GameFAQs for pointers. It was like, oh well, if you're at the end, that means you got to go back. You have to rebreed all your guys. Like, I'm not doing that shit, man. Like, fuck that. The only game I enjoyed in the Shin Megami Tensei series was Digital Devil Saga. All right, because that game was a straightforward turn-based RPG. There's no breeding involved. Like fuck that shit. Persona garbage because you gotta get into relationships and they steal the gimmick from Star Ocean. But unlike Star Ocean, it's garbage.
Uh, Here's a funny article. They're comparing the Odyssey 2 with the 360, and they're recommending the Odyssey 2.
That's a testament to the guy publishing this magazine being a fucking boomer.
Yeah, it's saying the choice is simple. The Odyssey 2, no question. We here at VGC recommend you take your stupid Xbox 360 and mail them to our disposal facility located conveniently at my house in New Jersey.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Fucking Pong Father would like to hear that.
Hogfather, yeah, no. Well, that's cool. The Twin Galaxy scoreboard. I guess for television stuff.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I'm looking for the I think they
And
have a
that was
Dawn.
before. And that was before Twin Galaxies basically turned their whole leaderboard shit into integrating all these cheaters.
Oh, do you remember these? The e-reader
E-reader,
stuff?
yeah, I never
I
owned
have
it.
I still have a few of the cards, but I don't have the complete sets for them anymore. Those have probably been lost a long time ago. But yeah, that I used to have one of these.
Pretty good. I mean, when you think about it, the e-reader itself was like $50, and then each card was like $5. Like
Oh,
I don't know.
I got Donkey Kong like for $1 at like a discount store. Like whenever they
Um,
were discontinuing them.
Scott the Woz, like his e-reader upload was great because he had a whole rant about it. It wasn't an e-reader upload. He hasn't done that yet. It was a Nintendo Classics GBA edition, and he refers back to the e-reader because a lot of the games were e-reader games. So you're paying $20 for Super Mario Brothers when you could get it on e-reader for $5. Same with Ice Climber.
The thing is, though, Albert, it doesn't say. I think you can only save like one game to like memory. So every time you want a new one, you have to scan all the cards to do it.
Yeah,
You
so
gotta
you're better off just getting the fucking
gotta keep
$20 cart. I
gotta
mean,
keep track of.
$20 a pop for those games, black box games, having them conveniently right there, it's great.
It is,
I
yeah.
mean, I beat Castlevania, the original one, on my GBA just because, like, awesome.
Now, were you like? Now, did you do a Fatal Vision where you beat it without losing any, doing it with one continue?
Oh, no way. I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
hardcore.
he can play that shit in his sleep. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't never seen, I'm being serious. I ain't ever seen anyone that good at that game.
no,
Like,
I mean,
like fucking
like,
Grim. Like, you can go through the Grim Reaper like it's nothing. Like, holy shit.
I mean, that hall before the Grim Reaper is like, it brings any man to its knees. Like,
I'm like,
it's fucking brutal.
even he makes it looks like it's like nothing now. Like maybe he'll lose a life at most, but that's about it. That's because he doesn't have that much health left either.
You got Medusa heads, you got Axemen coming out the
Yeah,
ass.
yeah, right. It takes like eight or nine hits. Yeah.
Now that Axeman, the axe trick that Fatal showed off, where you just defeat the Axeman with an axe, is great.
Oh, this is cool. This is like a storyboard sequence for, I guess, a scene in Dragon's Lair 2 that never got made.
I buzzed right past all that stuff because I never played Dragons there.
Dragon's Lair, yeah. I was just taking a. These are like the
But
reviews.
that's still very cool. Like Dragon's Lair is there was something someone was talking about innovation in games, and they cited a couple games as an example. One of them being Dragon's Lair. Like you never had full motion video games. That was a Laserdisc game.
And then they got Don. Remember, they got Don Bluth to do the animation because he's like talking about like they were interviewing the guys that made it on this page right here.
It was on Not So Common podcast. Pat was talking about it, and he was talking about how Don Bluth is like in his last days, like basically, and he got interviewed recently.
He's in his 80s. Yeah, he's in his 80s now. I think he's getting. It says here he started working at Disney in the 50s. I didn't know he was there for that long. Holy shit! He was working on Sleeping Beauty apparently. Like holy shit. So he was with him for a long fucking time. Damn.
Rabbit Dude is Sleeping Beauty in his PJs.
His PJs. Holy shit. Yeah, this is a cool. Oh, there's working designs right there. Talking about history. That's awesome.
My favorite localizer group ever. I mean, that's not a hard stretch. I mean, so many great games came from Working Designs. Great RPGs. Grow Lancers Generations. Arc the Lad.
There's the
Get
looter
the fuck
games.
out of here.
There's the looter games right there at Dragon Force.
I mean, I'm not even a fan of Lunar games, and that's how high regard I hold Working Designs.
And even they're saying here, like back in those days, that these are some of the most expensive and collectible games for their systems.
Oh, no doubt, 100%.
Even back then, yeah.
I remember pre-ordering Lunar Blue. I got Silver Star on PlayStation. I got it secondhand, so I didn't have all the goodies with it. But when I pre-ordered Eternal Blue, I got the Galleon fist puppet, like where you pull the triggers and you have a little punching mechanism.
Okay, I don't think I played that one before. I haven't played that. I've only played some Working Design stuff.
Yeah, I don't. The Lunar game. I mean, that game. Those games were right on my shelf. The battle system sucks. The fucking. I'm all for grinding, but every 2 steps you're getting into a fight. It's like fuck that game. I hate that game.
And there's one about
Working Designs. Their best Sega CD game. Fuck Lunar 2. Their best Sega CD game was Vey.
I've heard of Vey. I think I have that one on Launchbox. Yeah,
it's good. Hard as fuck.
Just looking through the history.
It's just like Lunar. Like the battles are frequent and hard, but the difference is the battle system's better. Good lord.
Yeah, you'll like it.
Better.
Yeah, Justy, if you haven't listened to the stream yet, you would like it. We've been talking about we talked about that convention and all the people that were there. So go back and listen.
Yeah. Talarico.
You'll enjoy that. Yeah, you'll enjoy this stream. We've been talking about games and shit. Like we're looking at some magazine, like stealing from Fatal Vision right now. Looking at old magazines.
So that reminds me. I had mentioned Talarico. We are in the heyday when Trash AT claims to be video game ambassador for the West Coast. Yet I don't see one article where they're interviewing him.
Let me see if I can find the Tommy article for Justy. Oh, here we go. There's the James one. But yeah, there we go. Justy, if you're interested in that.
Yeah, Talarico.
This is from 2008, I think. Interviewing him.
Sweet Tanner never found that article.
Nope. That was me.
Yeah, exactly. Cheated me.
That's my contribution to the Amico.
And sweet and tender, if you do a live stream running this, I'm gonna come out to California and fucking shove my dick in your mouth.
I don't think
You're
he
not gonna
watch.
like it.
I don't think he watches my stuff though, so I think you'll be good there.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say that in my upload.
Oh shit! But yeah, Albert's plan says he's going might do a video about this stuff. I sent him the link to it, so look forward to that. To
Yep.
my old Tommy.
Yep. A Miko upload.
I gotta show him the Billy Mitchell one now if he's still here. That's the last article, isn't it? I think.
It was.
Yep.
There it is. That cover alone, like, holy shit.
Fucking great! It's just his head.
Yeah, it's his head.
Shit.
Big Bang 2010.
Oh fuck! Yep.
This is before King of Kong, King of Dong. This is before MAME allegations. This is when Billy Mitchell was top of the world.
Yeah, because Albert's gonna look at this one. Yep, Justy, here's old Walter Day.
Yep. Sweatier and creepier than ever.
Oh, there I didn't even see it. Is that areas creeping around Steve Wiebe?
Of course.
I didn't even see that one.
Yeah, Steve Weavy's pants are down right now. Just checking it out.
Holy shit.
Steve Wiebe, what a fucknut.
That's an interesting name though, Steve Wiebe.
I don't know anything about the guy, but all I know is this. Tipster sat down, Tippy, sat down with this guy from Twin Galaxies, okay? Not Steve Wiebe, some other guy. And they displayed, it wasn't about Billy Mitchell. They displayed a whole, Billy Mitchell was mentioned in the interview, but this guy was there to drive, to basically tell the audience what scumbags Twin Galaxies are, what a corrupt company they are, how dirty they are. And the way I took it was they didn't say kind things about Billy Mitchell, but at the same time, the way I viewed everything was Billy Mitchell was trying to navigate through this fucking shark pool that is Twin Galaxies.
Who was that other one that had a record? Hake Chine, I think. You know who I'm talking about at some point.
I don't. If I was well versed in this Twin Galaxy stuff, I would be able to recall this guy's name. All I know is this: this guy was a referee for the company, and he was allowed to upload his own scores to the leaderboard. How corrupt and weird is that? Like, if you're a referee, you're not a fucking going to be submitting your scores. So he talked about how all referees were allowed to submit scores. So there were certain referees whose scores were obviously cheating, and their numbers were way ahead of anybody else's numbers as far as speedrunning goes, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
so
Albert,
there's definitely corruption.
Here, I'll show you like the this is the guy right here, Hake Chine. He used to be a world record holder for Donkey Kong.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not anymore. He got buried by Billy Mitchell.
Yep, he's gone now. Yep, he's not no more. He used to be a former record holder though.
If people don't understand where Billy Mitchell is, because they talk about MAME, they talk about this, talk about that. Ricky's was a restaurant from the 50s, I think, or 60s. And Ricky's, his parents own Ricky's. All right, so Billy Mitchell grew up in this fucking restaurant. They have a whole arcade in the restaurant. So they have all the titles. They have Centipede, Millipede, Moon Patrol. They got all the classic shit there on free play for customers. So this guy would have to spend all day in this restaurant because he's a kid. So he would play these fucking games all day. That's why he's so good at these games.
That makes sense, yeah, because if he just owned it, he didn't have to like pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to think Pac-Man, whenever it came out, like he played that shit all day. So that's why he's able to death screen it.
Now your Pembroke is near Hollywood, Florida, ain't it? Like
it's right down the street from here. It's right next door. It's I have to get in the 7 and ride down to Hollywood. It's the fucking hood, bro. Like I'm bringing my toolbox with me. Like it's the hood. But I'm there. I'm so there. And it's the hood. Like you can still go in there with your kids and you're good. The other Ricky's, the Ricky's here in Pines, it's more ratchet than fucking the one out in Hollywood. That's where my friend got arrested for knocking some guy's teeth out in the parking lot.
Oh shit. It says here apparently he was a top 5 player in Burger Time and Centipede too, and Miss Pac-Man. Well, Miss Pac-Man's not a surprise, but
It's
Burger
like
Time's
everything in the store.
Burger Time's a hard game though.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Like, good luck getting past the first couple screens of that. Like,
I mean, bro, you got to manage you got to pepper and salt everything. You got to manage all
yep,
the fucking rogue vegetables. Like
exactly.
that game used to kick my fucking ass. Like
Oh
I don't
yeah,
even know what's going on.
it's hard. Fuck yeah. Centipede gets pretty hard too because everything starts
Centipede gets
going. Yeah,
really hard. I like Millipede better. That's why I always mention Millipede.
Millipede's got more power ups. That's got like the DDT you can shoot at and destroy stuff quicker.
Yeah, I had I had Millipede on NES. Loved it.
Isn't that the one that like HAL like developed or published? I think.
Yeah, yeah. HAL Laboratories. That version was great. Bandai did the port of Galaga. I mean, it's arcade perfect as far as I'm concerned.
Didn't HAL also do like pinbots for the NES? Was that rare?
I think that was rare. I never owned Pinbots.
Yeah, because that's the port of the pinball game. Yeah. And where's this one with trying to find the one with the wait a minute.
Does HAL Laboratories still do the Kirby games, or is it just Nintendo now?
No, HAL still does that, but I think Nintendo owns HAL, so
Yeah, it's like one and the same.
oh, here's the one that I want. I'm looking for the Eugene Jarvis interview now.
Eugene Jarvis did Joss, right?
Joust and Defender. He also did like programming for their Williams's pinball machines too. I think that's how he got started.
He did. It was interesting because I was on I want to say Brian's Manhole or some other Gen 2 channel, and they were discussing Miss Pac-Man 2. Miss Pac-Man 2 was developed and published by the arcade version by Williams by Midway, not fucking Namco.
Yeah, but Namco apparently knew about it though. It was not an authorized sequel. Like they did, I think they did make money off of that. I read that's like a urban legend. That's like some rumor that's some bullshit rumor. Like they knew about the game. Like
if you use the name Miss Pac-Man, you definitely getting rights reserved to Namco. But at the same time, Midway took it. Midway did it. Like it just goes to show you, like these licensing, like to bring Galaga. Who did Galaga originally? Was it Namco?
That was Namco because Namco did get royalties for Miss Pac-Man, the arcades. They made money off of it.
But with Namco, they didn't do the port to NES. Like they left money on the table. Because that was around the time like Tengen did the Pac-Man original.
And then Namco did it later in the early 90s. But wasn't Tengen? But Fatavision was saying Tengen and Namco were like connected though. So
I mean, Tengen was basically Atari. So yeah. There's definitely connections there. I think the big enemy in that formula was Nintendo. Like Namco would have published games for Nintendo if they weren't such assholes.
That's what Fatavision said, yeah, because of all the stupid rule restrictions Nintendo had.
Exactly.
That's why Namco had a bad relationship for a long time. Why they mostly stuck with like Genesis and PlayStation and stuff like that in terms of graphics.
The Tengen saga is so interesting, and Fatavision told me the whole insight of it. Namco somehow got them to reveal the schematics of the chip, and they reverse engineered it. That's how they're able to get these unpublished games, unlicensed games to market.
That's when you start to see all the unlicensed stuff after they reverse engineered it. Yeah, there was like a lawsuit too over that. I think.
Yeah,
I think Nintendo lost over it because obviously they did because Tengen was still around.
Yeah, and I remember like it was yesterday. Farmore is a pharmacy here in South Florida, and my mom used to go there frequently. I would be at that fucking Farmore. They had rental games, but then they had a cardboard standee of Tengen games. All right, selling for $15 a pop.
That's a good.
$15.
Oh, that's like a bust. Plus, they had good games too. Like they had
Yeah.
the baseball stuff, like Gauntlet, like Pac-Man. So I
I
mean,
got Gauntlet. I did not get RBI baseball, but I got Gauntlet, and I got Rolling Thunder
yeah, Rolling
from
Thunder.
from that case. You know, my mom was buying me games every time. I got those two games that I can remember. Gauntlet, what a fucking legend! What a great game.
Maybe you played Gauntlet 4 for the Genesis. I think that was one of M2's first games that they developed.
I owned it. I never put the card in.
Yeah, that's a great port too. Oh, here's a
I
one.
owned it. On the clamshell, the whole nine.
Here's an article Fatal Vision would love, like Castlevania. It's about Igashari
Tengen
and Yamune.
Tengen did Dragon's Fury. It was a port of Devil's Crush.
Oh yeah, yeah, they did. They did. They did Genesis games too. Yep.
I'm sorry. Who was that interview of?
These are interviews. This is Castlevania related stuff.
Oh
talking
wow!
About, Igashari, talking about Igashari and Yamune, like one of the composers.
Listen, Fatal Vision. Interviews with Castlevania. I'm telling you right now.
These are interviews. These are like bios.
I'm telling you right now.
They did have an interview here with Ed Boon though. The Mortal Kombat
This is
guy.
this is fodder. This is fodder for fucking Fatal Vision stream. Doing the fucking tip touch with these magazines will be gold.
Yeah, these have like interview, especially with the interviews and stuff. Yeah. Did you see too where? No, go ahead.
Yeah, it doesn't really pass the visual test because when you look at these magazines, you want the ads, you want the visual aids. There's a lot of text, but regardless.
Justy's trying to join. Well, try joining through like Twitter. I think you could do it through Twitter too, Justy, if you want to get on the panel. Albert's done that before.
He's lying.
Oh, you think he doesn't? Shit? You think
he's full of shit. You're full of shit, Justy Views.
Yeah. Shut.
Yeah, bring back Afro Gamer Dude. I almost forgot his name. Bring him back. Talk about fucking Dreamcast guy, cocksucker.
50 Reasons Why sucks. But yeah, exactly. Did you see where the new Mortal Kombat DLC is going to have coded in it?
I mean, I don't care, but
yeah, I know.
Dean would care.
Dean would care. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm a hardcore Arnold Schwarzenegger fan. Never seen the Barbarian or the Conqueror ever.
I've seen the first Conan one. Said I liked it, but it wasn't the greatest movie in the world.
It was never like in my rotation. Like I've seen Commando 100 times. I've seen Terminator 100 times. I've seen Raw Deal once. I want to go back and watch it again. Red. What was Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Red Heat with Jim Belushi, I think.
That was fucking good. That was fucking good, man. Jim Belushi is underrated. Like King of All Buttocks could come up here, talk about James Belushi, whatever the fuck his name was, the guy from SNL. If he ain't fucking the samurai sub chef or whatever the fuck his gimmick was on SNL, it's garbage.
It wasn't Jim Belushi. It was James Belushi that was in that movie.
Yeah. 1942, the movie he starred in. Like, get the fuck out of here. That guy's not funny.
Oh, you're talking about John Belushi, the one that died.
John Belushi, the one that died.
Brothers, yeah, in Animal House.
I'm a Jim Belushi fan. I try watching Blues Brothers. Okay, people drop loads to Blues Brothers. I don't. I'm a Dan Aykroyd fan. I don't know. I don't get that movie. I don't understand what's so funny about it. I don't fucking care about that movie.
I've never seen it before, so I've heard of it though.
And this is Mr. Movies right here. You know what I've seen? I've seen K9. I've seen Gang Related. I give a fuck more about Jim Belushi than his brother who fucking shot a speedball and dropped dead. All right.
I mean, I sort of say Jim Belushi's still alive, so I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I don't wish that John Belushi died, but
exactly. I get what you mean now.
But who fucking cares? His acting was not that good. He's not Chris Farley. All right.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
What am I looking at here? Ed Boon. This guy will do an interview with anybody.
I still had this on here. Yeah, I was on another.
Ed Boon is like, he used to be everywhere. Like for the upcoming release of MK3 in the arcades, Ed Boon was doing so many interviews. Like I was so tired of seeing his fucking face. He was Midway's golden goose.
Yeah, because he made Mortal Kombat. Yeah, their
Yeah, I mean,
biggest hit ever. Yep.
I'm glad Midway treated the guy right. Like most of these companies, they'll take a developer like that and wipe their ass with it. Like id Software did with fucking James, the guy who did Doom.
Dude, I feel like an Albert upload. My Wi-Fi is taking forever. Albert's Wi-Fi's actually been pretty good today, even outside for the most part.
Yeah, it's a trick though. Like, you think I like standing? You think I like talking here in this restaurant? The fucking general manager of this Starbucks wants me fucking gone. Like, she does not like my bald head being in her place. She's gone already. That cunt took her fucking stupid top hat and got the fuck out of here. Dude, the woman wears a top hat to work, all right? It's a
Like
little
Top Hat
midget.
Gaming, like Top Hat
Yeah,
Gaming. Man.
yeah, yeah. She's got a fucking fedora, all right, in her fucking head.
Oh God, that sounds like a
Like,
Starbucks employee though.
yeah, the staff here hates her. Okay, she's a fucking nightmare. I sit here in this chair. Okay, when I'm not talking to you, Cheetah Man, or I'm not talking to anybody on the stream, I watch her. She goes and busts all these guys' nuts all day, and then she leaves early. She's a fucking lazy cow. So So, anyways, I like standing outside, smoking, chain smoking, and screaming. But this is perfect for this upload. Like, we're talking games and stuff.
Exactly. We're talking,
I could kick
right.
back.
We're not talking about like drama and shit. Just
Yeah,
like
we're not talking
Billy
about
Mitchell.
Caleb Reynolds.
Yeah. Well, that account came in here earlier, but I got it out of here.
Good. Fucking cocksucker. Fuck.
Right. Anyways, here's all the looks like most of this though is just game prices, like a big part of the magazine.
That's the big selling point of the magazine. That's why I'm sitting here shocked that the later episodes, the later issues, they drove that to the back burner, which is good, and they actually lean heavier on the interviews. But I got this magazine primarily because of the price guide.
Price guide, yeah.
Yeah, there was no price charting back then.
No. Like,
Now,
this is
granted,
cool. Like,
I had a method of pricing games. My method was go to Amazon, look at the price, and undercut anybody.
This is cool though. They got one talking about the Activision patches that you would get for getting a certain amount of points.
That's from Atari?
Yeah, this is for their Atari. Yeah, if you like got a certain score, you would like take a picture, send it to Activision. They would send you these like patches, like you could collect them.
Very cool.
Some of these are hard to get though, because I think this one's telling you what scores you had to get them. Like some of them are easy to get, but some of them, like, I don't know how you could. Like, you gotta get a shitload of points.
Yeah, man. And that was before Game Genie. That was before Fuck Nuts were fucking cheating.
You had to be legit for those. Yep, you had to photograph it and hope the picture came out right too.
Yep.
Well, this is cool. Yeah, I forgot Jarvis also developed Robotron too. And Smash TV.
Like, I used to goof on Brian's manhole, right? Because he sounds funny, he looks funny. Yeah. He puts his games in a greasy fry box.
Now look who it is.
Justy on the move. Me.
Everybody wants to
rule the. Who sang that song?
Great question.
Such a great song. They got the playlist here at Starbucks. It varies. Sometimes you'll have 90s rock. Sometimes you'll have 2000s smooth jazz. Today, it's 80s, baby. I feel like I'm sitting in a fucking Ferris Bueller, a John Holmes movie. John Holmes? Who's the guy that directed? John Hughes. John Holmes has the big dick.
What do you been up
John
to,
Holmes.
Justy?
What did John Holmes do? He murdered somebody, right? Wonderland Murders?
Yeah, Wonderland. I was trying to figure out if I'm going to be a plumber or not, or maybe a YouTube content creator. I haven't found out yet. So,
are you going to be like Gen X grown up? You're gonna get shit canned from your job, and you're gonna make content eternally sustainable. That's what he says before every upload.
Hey, Cheetah, Where is the auction at right now?
I'm gonna take. Let me get it up real quick. Let me see. If I gotta find the name of the website.
It's like a golden shower.
By the way, I
Let me.
stole this avatar from somebody's main channel that they just changed.
Is
Oh
that
shit! Oh shit! I
what is
still
that? What
have
am I
it.
looking at?
I still have it up right here. I didn't even realize. Hold on a minute.
What is
Let me
that
share.
avatar?
It's still the same. It's still 160,000.
It's crazy.
Yeah, with no label either. It's still going for that much.
What did
I'm sure.
the Mario? What did Dewey? What did the Super Mario Brothers hang tag? 9.8 graded. What did that sell for? It
That went
sold for
for
like 900,000,
wasn't that for like a couple million? I thought, or something. Or is that something different?
something like that. And shout out to Pat. Pat did a whole fucking tip touch on that. He discovered that the person that bought it, he's in Heritage Auctions too. He's co-owner of the Heritage Auctions. So they sold it to themselves. So what he's detailing is that Heritage Auctions are trying to manufacture a market for their fucking slabbing because they own VGA. So they basically bought their own product as a bar standard, as a fucking, like, this is what we sold it for, but it was sold to an employee. So you can see the fucking grift from here. Still sold, but they sold to himself. Mecum auctions. See, people don't understand. That's how auction houses work. Mecum auctions. Dana Mecum has like his cousin front row every single auction because I watch all those auctions. I love Mecum auctions. The games, the cars that the guy buys the cars. Like, the guy buys a handful of cars every single auction. He's part of the Mecum umbrella, so they're protecting that fucking market.
I'm sure that's why the guy went to Golden for this part.
Yeah, I mean, Golden seems a little more legit, even though the fucking owner, he has a show called King of Collectibles. Okay, he flew out this family from Honduras that had a Messi card that they sold for like 100 stacks, and they had the whole family in the Golden offices, like they propped them up.
Did you ever watch the Pokemon episode?
No, I never seen one episode of it. I just heard about it through Pat.
Oh, this is cool. This is where it's telling you where the cartridge came from that they're selling from some guy
Did
from
Retro
Wyoming.
Rick make it to the Golden Auctions episode?
Nah, not yet. Actually, they had this one guy. He sold his Nintendo World Championship, I think, for Pokemon trophies. He sold them for like, I think, 10 or 15 grand, something like that.
Wow.
The kid thought he was gonna sell the trophies and pay off his mom's mortgage.
The guy Thor Aguilar, and not the girl, because the girl was involved in the selling of that cart that fucking John Hancock sold. She was involved, but she wasn't featured in the fucking ad. And the other guy, I don't know, I forgot the other guy's name. That's how relevant they are. They could have been on Nintendo's commercial for this NWC cart, but they fucking played their hand wrong.
Where'd this cart come from?
Oh yeah, it's showing it down here. It says this particular cartridge, which came from Patrick King of Cheyenne, Wyoming, with his name appearing in the Nintendo Power issue 18, published with a cover date of 1990, can be found here. So it came from that guy apparently.
Get the Greg Games did a visual aid to that. Like, he found out the information from this listing, but he pulled out the Nintendo Power, and he showed the name on the cart, and he showed the fucking name in the magazine.
Greg the
And he
Game.
also showed off his pasty arms and his fucking tank top that he was wearing.
He's got a great avatar, by the way. That's what Smash JT should do.
Like this.
Some douchey avatar look.
Like this.
Oh my god! Remember when he used to have them? Used to modify his mouth, like gaped open. I was fucking retarded. Holy shit!
You should stretch it out like Dasha
Stretch it
Newman.
out like Dosha, right? What the fuck? Thank God he quit doing
Fucking,
that.
that was great. That Fatal Vision showcase, that Final Fantasy upload, and they show where Smash GT is at now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was just like talking about Assassin's Creed every other video.
I don't know.
Meanwhile, I watch your channel because I like the way the guy handles himself on camera. Like, it has nothing to do with his content. I can give a fuck less about Star Wars Outlaws, okay? But there's a guy. He's a Ubisoft creator, so that means he gets flown out to Ubisoft headquarters. He plays the game in front of Ubisoft reps. Talk about a loaded fucking upload. Like, if this guy says anything bad about the upload, he's out of the program. Like, he's a total shill for Ubisoft. But that being said, I'm watching the gameplay of this, and guess what? It looks like a game that modern players want to play. Like, Ubisoft's making games. Like, they're woke. Who fucking cares?
Yeah, because I know all old Ike's looking forward to the new Star Wars game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking forward to any of this shit. The game looks convoluted and fucked. Ubisoft, I bought Let's Dance or Just Dance.
Just Dance, yep.
For my kids, and it wanted me to bend over and spread and show my hole to them. Like, they wanted my social security number. They wanted everything for me to fucking play this game. Like, it was ridiculous.
So they could download more songs. Yep, that's what to buy more songs. Yep.
Yeah, the game, like, dude, the game came bare bones. I bought this game for $30, and it wanted me to fucking buy half the fucking cart. Like, get the fuck out of here. I took that game, and I can't return it now because it's a fucking digital download. It's a fucking garbage. What a ripoff. I mean, there's a guy I know on this platform. This guy Capone Bone. He rapped on Mo Thugs 3. I know him through my friend's channel, Beyond the Harmony. Good guy. He did an upload talking about how he bought some girl flowers for their date, and the girl said, "Oh, I don't want no flowers. Give me the money that you got for the flowers." So he said he went back to Walgreens, returned the flowers. Can you imagine returning flowers to a Walgreens?
I didn't think you could do that.
He did it. He returned the flowers, and he went to the movies by himself. He said, "Fuck you."
What's the excuse to return the flowers? They didn't like the color?
Bro, if you saw this guy Capone Bone, you're just giving the guy the money. You're not questioning him. This dude has a full rack in his teeth. He looks like he will fucking reach over the counter and fucking strangle you. Like, the guy looks like a nutcase. The guy is a nutcase. I mean, the guy fucking, he did a satanic ritual to get into fucking Bone Thugs and Harmony, to get a deal with Ruthless Records, and he got it. The guy gets publishing. The guy gets publishing to this day for his role on Relativity Records, Mo Thugs 3. He gets a fucking check every month for like $5,000. He just lives off that.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. He does uploads showing all the fucking liquor he buys, like Hennessy bottles, fucking lobster tail, you name it, bro. This guy's fucking got it.
My phone's about to die, so I'm gonna go. I just want to say this one thing though. That can't wear pants and criticize clothes. Pull up.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Justy.
Yeah, Justin.
Oh fuck! Is it hot down there where you're at now?
Today is actually cool. It's actually nice out. It's sunny as fuck. It's muggy, but it's just another day. This shit, Gen X Gamer post about record heat. I eat it up and I love it. Like, I'd rather have record heat than cold. Cold is horrible.
You're not that used to cold because you're down in that area, so.
Bro, and it gets cold down here. Like, it'll get cold. You have to layer up before leaving the house. Check out this guy's setup across the way. Don't pay attention to his face. Check this out.
Is he got his lap? Looks like he's got his laptop.
He's got a whole stand for his laptop. Like, I don't blame him. The chairs over there, they're garbage. But come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. You bring a whole music stand for your dumb laptop.
That's what I'm saying. I know a lot of people like to go to the coffee shops to do stuff
Yeah.
on the computer because of the Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi.
Yep. And this place is great. Like, I can hang out here all day and make one purchase. They don't drive me out of here. Panera Bread. I used to eat my meals there every day, giving this fucking Panera Bread money. And they would come up to me and say, "You're going to purchase something?" "Yeah, I bought something already, you fuck." Like, what is this? This is you guys have the fucking plugs in the wall. You know what the management would do there to get rid of me? Maybe because I'm screaming cunt outside their store. Maybe.
Probably.
Maybe it has something to do with it.
Or maybe
They should mind their own.
maybe yelling, telling people to pull up. Hey,
Yeah, they should mind their own business because that's my business. That's my time.
Exactly.
They would get this. They would turn off the power to the walls. That way, I can't charge my device.
They should, but that's the whole point. Isn't that the whole point of those? Is to charge devices?
Like these guys had, because what would happen is on Mondays and Tuesdays, the fucking regional manager would be there eyeballing everybody. They don't like the way I look, I guess. They don't like the fact that I get in there at 6:30 in the morning, buy breakfast, and I'm there at lunchtime too. Well, tough titty, because I'm buying lunch too. Like, I'm spending money in this fucking place. So they eventually kicked me out. Like I was a Karen about it. I got on the phone with manager. I got on the phone with corporate. I said, "Listen, I spend money at this fucking place, okay? Like this, and these fucking people are treating me like a second-rate citizen. Like, it's not fucking right."
Right, but the good thing about coffee shops is that it's more acceptable for you to do. They're more accepting of doing what you're doing than that other guy just using the Wi-Fi. As long as you like buy something, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. And let me tell you, that being said, the food's better here.
Oh, the Starbucks food is.
I like it better. I miss the pizza though. The pizza at Panera Bread was great. They got these hoagies. They're more like heroes. They're like the size of Dawson's dick. They're humongous, and they go down perfect. They're excellent. But hey, I'll settle for a fucking wrap here.
Right. So you got any other? Oh, you're getting ready to go.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know you're getting ready to go.
I'm not going to be on for that much longer. Yeah,
that's fine.
This is a great stream though. Like,
hey, good thing I mentioned video games collectors because I took a trip down memory lane. I liked it. Let's next time we do this, if you don't mind, let's cover Game Fan.
Let me see if I can find it right now on Archive.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because Game Fan, if you know, you know. A lot of people like Players better. I did not like Players. Players was sold at Toys R Us. Players sucked. Okay. Didn't even have reviews in it. It was garbage. Game Fan is good. EGM is good. Game Pro is great.
Let me see if I could. Yeah, they got Game Fan from 92 through.
Oh yeah, I know they have it. Game Fan's great. Yeah. Issue 1. Take a look at how much it goes for. It's hundreds of dollars.
This shit I'll have to download though, because the other one I was just doing it through the websites.
Yeah. All right, then fuck it. Don't worry about it. It's not worth downloading for.
Yeah.
Unless it's free. Download's free, then hey.
It is, but it's like almost 10 gigabytes though.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Don't do it. Just know that it's a good magazine. They focus more on imports. They focus more on not the game is trending. Like for instance, the month that Ocarina of Time came out, they went another direction. Instead of putting Ocarina on the cover, they put some other obscure game. And it carried on like that. Like, that's how they got their niche.
Weren't they big into like import stuff too?
Imports, shooters, JRPGs. Like, it was basically it all boiled down to the taste of ECM himself, the guy who editor in chief. Like that guy liked certain kind of games. That's what they ran with. It's not like Game Informer that they're trying to sell games at GameStop. Like having
GameStop, yeah.
these Game Informers is the worst magazine out of all of them. I used to get them all. I read them all, but trash. Okay. A great middle ground one was EGM,
I know about
Electric Games Monthly.
Electronic Gaming Monthly. That was better.
Yeah,
Isn't that one still around? Or am I mistaken?
they might be digital only, not published. Not published. There's no games. There's no magazines published. I think Retro Gamer, not Retro. Retro is a magazine that Mike Kennedy published. Talk about a trash magazine. Oh my god, Mike Kennedy's magazine. Holy shit, what garbage. Winnie the Pooh covered it on No Swear Gamer.
Oh shit, AGM's been around since '89 apparently.
Oh yeah, EGM's great. EGM had demo disc and the thing. I didn't care about that. What I liked about that magazine was it was hefty, man. It was like 4 pounds of cheese. It was huge. You talk about 100 plus pages per issue. Like it was great. Mostly ads, but ads were good. Like you got to see what's coming out.
Yeah, I'm just taking a peek at the first one right now. And yeah, it's got a bunch of pages on it. So, and
Yeah.
talking a lot about a bunch of games, like a variety of games too, for like the NES, and like even the Master System. I think one
Yeah.
talking about Respond. That's cool.
Yeah, it's good. Like EGM's good. A magazine that was really good was video games and computer entertainment because they covered TG16 when nobody was covering it. Like EGM, you can't get turbo. You get some TurboGrafx reviews, I believe, but not a lot. Video games and computer software, they covered all of them. They were actually uh, more into TTI, Turbo Technologies Incorporated, than any other magazine. I think they had part ownership in it because they would do promotions out the ass for it.
Yeah, because I know about
Ads.
TTI, like Johnny Turbo and shit like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Like when you open up that magazine, it's all TurboGrafx. Like it's basically a TurboGrafx magazine. Which they did have a dedicated magazine, I think.
TurboGrafx. I can believe that. Yeah, I think that's where Johnny Turbo came from. It's like a comic in the magazine or whatever.
Yeah, I think it was. I forgot the name of that magazine. I didn't get that, but
I'm gonna look him up real quick before I go. I think he came from him.
But my one problem I had with this Mojo Plays, I turned it off. The 19th worst console ever made was the Turbo Express. I have a problem with
Why?
that.
Because because the
Exactly.
I'm imagining you could get like a battery pack for it, like for the Game Gear.
They said because the batteries would die quick, and they also pointed to the fact that the LCD screen would have dead pixels in it. Like, dude, the thing played 16-bit graphics before the links, okay?
And before the Naomi too.
Yeah, and it was like the Switch. Like you could take the Hue card and put it into the handheld. It didn't sell good. That doesn't make it the worst console. Like the sales it factors because the fucking Turbo Technologies Inc. guys were doing God knows what with the money. Like they had their console in Sears, like not in they had it in Toys R Us in limited run, but in limited capacity. But they mismanaged the marketing of that fucking toy. I mean that, or you could say it got lost in the mix between Genesis and Super Nintendo. Like I think they realized that their goose was cooked, and they basically want to keep the lights on in America.
Yeah, because here's the Johnny Turbo stuff right here. Like I think this came from a magazine. No.
I never seen this before.
Yeah, they had like I don't think they have all of them though, but they got.
This looks cool. That looks cool, man.
Yeah, they have like the whole. I guess they got the whole comic for it. I've
This
seen this.
this
I've seen this
this looks like
before.
a GI Joe comic. It doesn't look like Jim Shooter drew it, but it looks good.
It does. Yeah, it's a color one too, which
Yeah,
I think that's supposed to
awesome.
be Johnny Turbo's the old boomer looking guy.
It's probably based on one of the execs at no, that's Giant Turbo.
Johnny Turbo there. Yeah, I think it's like his alter ego or something.
Ah, I see. Looks
Okay.
like John Hancock without a beard.
It kind of does. Oh, it kind of does. Holy shit. Yeah, I guess they got like the whole
Oh, dude, did you see the trick on John Hancock's channel? Dude, you did not see that?
John Wick's Retro Rob's.
I was there last night. He's on vacation. Like I'm gonna check out the most recent one. Okay, so John Hancock's channel. He had a trick. Get this, all right? Using Black Box Tennis and Super Mario Brothers Black Box, you put in the Super Nintendo cart into a top loader. Okay, I guess you could do it with a toaster, but he was using a top loader. You take the game out while the power's on. You put in tennis, turn it off. You put the Super Nintendo game back into it, and you unlock up to 256 worlds, brand new worlds in Super Mario Brothers.
How is that? Is it actual? Are they unique levels?
Unique levels, all of them. Some of them are
What the-
glitched out. Some of them are glitched out, and you can't beat them. Some are, but they're genuine levels. Like, you start out one level, it starts with a bullet bill. It's got Hammer Brothers everywhere. It's like super difficult. Then you got a water level. Like, dude, you got to watch this upload. This upload's crazy. John Hancock unearthed a great hack or a great trick using these cards. It makes no sense. Who the hell figured that out? It's like the 2-player thing in Super Punch Out. Like, who figured this out, man?
Albert. Yeah, we'll take a look at his community post right now, Justy. The retro.
Yeah. Well, I saw the one where he's at the beach.
Is it this one? I think this is the one he's talking about.
Okay, that's the one he's talking about. Holy shit! Look at that hat, dude. That's the hat. That's the hat the Marlins have. That's the hat the Marlins put on. That's what the Marlins put on when you get a home run at Marlins Stadium. They slap that hat in your head, that exact same hat, and they put a chain around your neck. That means you got a home run.
Oh my! Look at that face. The fucking face.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
Let it be known that Retro Rob is straight trolling out here. He's every chance he gets, he mentions that the channel's not going to be around for long, that he's not long for YouTube, that he's just doing this as an experiment.
All
Give
right.
up the fucking gimmick.
So I think I'm going to end this at the 2-hour mark, if that's all right, Albert.
Sounds good to me.
Go to that point. Yeah, we'll just get to that point.
Go to that point. You and Dean have a number issue. Like, you got to get to a certain point.
Like might as well. I don't know. Keep it consistent. Maybe do it a little low. Maybe do it a few seconds over so that the comment chat appears a little bit quicker.
I'll tell you what's consistent. This lady just walked by. Her backside's consistent with her front side.
Oh man. Holy shit.
I don't know how she put those fucking jeans on. God damn.
She found a way.
I
Does
mean,
she look like Anna?
her face is not something pretty.
So
It doesn't matter with an ass like that.
holy shit. Let me click out all this stuff. Yeah, you'll definitely have to take a look at that link with the Tommy Talarico thing.
Last day of vacation.
Yep, last day of vacation. Yep. So I got to go back.
What's your game plan? You're gonna game? You're gonna sleep? You're gonna eat some fucking good food?
I'll probably play a game before later on tonight, unless somebody else is on.
In your private time, what game? What's your go-to game?
I haven't been playing a whole lot, like in my own time lately, like in the past few days. But earlier, like last week, I was just playing stuff on Launchbox, just trying out random stuff.
What did you think of Crackhead Bob as Kirk Douglas? Kirk Douglas? Did you listen to it?
No, I haven't had a. That's another one I got. I haven't been watching that much YouTube lately. I've been watching
Okay,
movies the
so
past couple of days.
if you hit that link, okay, the cringe is real, and not cringe because it's goofy what the guy's saying. Cringe in the people getting uncomfortable on the other end of the crank call. It's you got to listen to it.
I think I got it in the watch later, so I'll do that whenever I get off
Yeah,
stream.
you're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, I got it on here, so yeah, I'll do that. So, but anyways, we're at the 2-hour mark. Thanks for stopping by, Albert. Great stream, and thanks
No
for
problem.
everybody
My
that stopped
pleasure.
by in the comments, and thanks for stopping by, Justy. And I'll see y'all later on tonight, hopefully.
50 fucking deep.
Pull up.